Hi guys, Andy Carter here, PJ teaching professional at Trafford Golf Centre in Manchester, and welcome down to Flixton Golf Club. This is my first vlog as a lefty. So if you've not checked out my series already, if you go back and check a few of the videos out, it's just me kind of learning and teaching myself how to play left-handed. Obviously I'm a PJ professional as a right-handed golfer, so as an amateur I was a scratch golfer playing right-handed, and my goal this year is to obviously learn left-handed, and then I want to try and break 90. So I've done some practice with the driver, with the iron, some short game practice, even taken on a colleague of mine, Peter Finch, as well, where he just beat me. But what I've got today is I've got my first set of left-handed clubs. I'm on the golf course, I'm at Flixton Golf Club. The day is beautiful, the course is looking absolutely pristine, and I'm going to play 3 holes, and to be honest with you, my goal is to beat 6 over. If I can beat 6 over, I'll be happy. But what I want you guys to try and get from this, obviously the enjoyment of me struggling on the golf course and trying to make bogeys actually. But one big thing I want you to try and take from this is, if you're yourself trying to break 100 or trying to break 90 on the golf course, this is hopefully some of the tips that I can try and give you, and some of the course management tips that I can try and give you, you can take onto your golf course as well. Now, for example, I'm on my first hole. It's actually the 5th, and it's 378 yards. And I'm actually going with a 7-iron because I know that I can hit 7-iron about between 140 and 160 depending on the strike. That's how much I've been practicing. So if I can break this hole into 3, just get it up down there around about 150, one more up and close, pitching wedge onto the green, and 2 putt for my bogey, I'm absolutely over the moon with that. So that's my goal here. So what we're going to do is start off with the 7-iron. The 3 holes I'm going to play, we've got par 4, followed by a par 3, and then a long par 5 to finish. So you will see the driver at some stage. So what I've got to do is I've just got to get a bit of a pre-shot routine going. Straight away you saw me finishing. God, this could be a long 3 holes. Okay, so I was at Trafford Golf Centre earlier on, just hitting a couple of shots, trying to get a bit of rhythm, trying to get a bit of feel for my swing. Funnily enough, I was actually out here this morning with a client of mine. We played 9 holes right-handed. So I've now got to ignore all that. So I've worked on a little bit on my swing. I'm going to come back from behind the ball, line it up to my target. I'm going to aim down the left-hand side here because I've got a tendency to hit a relatively decent draw, so to speak. Clubbing behind, grip. Okay. Okay, not bad. It's kind of hooked a little bit to the right-hand side. I've probably hit it about 120 yards or so, so it wasn't the greatest strike, it wasn't the cleanest strike I've ever hit in my entire life, but it's off the tee. I was a little bit nervous there actually, a little bit tetchy. A couple of the members are around here having a bit of a laugh at me, so I'm quite happy to get off the tee. Let's go and see where we get up to on the second shot, see if I can get much closer to the green than that. Okay, so into the target, what I'm doing, I can't actually see the flag from here, but I've got a greenside bunker just to the right, and I'm zapping that about 182. So I'm going to take a little bit of loft, make sure I obviously get over that bush. The ball's lying all right, so I'm actually going to go down to a little 8-iron and making sure, this is my first test of actually hitting out a rough now. So again, it's just trying to make sure that I'm committing to the shot. So I'm making sure that I'm getting my body weight through the ball. I'm hitting down on the ball, but I'm obviously making sure that I'm maintaining the height that the 8-iron has to offer me. So again, coming in from behind the ball, I'm going to aim down the left-hand side of the fairway for a little draw around that bush. Let's see, come on. Always feels quite strange actually with the alignment this way. Bit toey. Didn't quite catch the fairway, so it stayed down the rough side. It's a bit toey. I've only hit it about 100 yards. A little bit, wasn't the best strike in the world. Let's chip it on from there though, and 2 putt for bogey. Right, so 3rd shot, 89 yards from the flag. So, right, interesting. Pitching, funnily enough, is not something I've done actually, thinking about it. I've done some chipping, close range stuff, done full swing, but haven't really done much pitching. So this is a good one for me to speak about, because for those of you that may struggle with pitching, I'm really going to try and simplify this action because I genuinely haven't done anything with a half a swing just yet. So I'm going to try and simplify the action. I've got my feet much closer together. I've got my ball position. I've actually put it slightly back of centre again, just to help encourage me to give you that downward blow into the ball. I've got a pitching wedge from 90 yards, so I'm trying to land this around about, if I can land this about 70 yards from the back of my stance, big shooting jump forward, I should get onto the green. That's all I'm looking for. Get me on that dance floor. So, weights forward, ball's just back of centre, taking the same grip. Right, come on. This would be a nice one if I can get this on the green. Oh, go on. I think because I've got a D, oh God. Get in. Oh! Oh my God. It ran over the edge of the hole. Now, it was a horrendous shot. I apologise for you to have to witness that shot, but right now I don't care. I just thin topped it, and it just kept on running. Ah, I've got about 6 foot for par. Get in. Right guys, just approaching my ball now. I do apologise for hitting such a terrible shot. However, it's finished pretty well. And they're the shots, genuinely now, they're the shots that if we do on the golf course, that get us our decent scores. It's a testament, it's a good bad shot. All right, I'll take that. I'm not ashamed. I am a little bit. But it's a good bad shot to hit. And what I've done, because I had a good grip, I had good setup, I think my overall technique was very, very good. I think if I had that on video, it wouldn't have looked too bad really. Just caught it a bit thin and, you know, yada, yada, yada. It finished all right. All right. Honestly, it just went over the side of the hole. I'm surprised it didn't go in. In fact, I'm a little bit annoyed. I really deserved a birdie with that shot. You agree? Nah, okay, fair enough. So I've got a little par putt. It's coming off the left, my left side as I look at it, so your right side as you're watching this. It's gonna feel quite weird. Everything I'm doing so far feels pretty weird, so that'll be nothing new. Okay, as you can see, gone a little bit long, but if I can convert this for my bogey, I'll be absolutely flying. It felt so strange when the ball came off the face. For the ball to come off the face and then, right, even just my whole perception, I've only had to look for the ball, it just felt weird as well. Got my ball lined up, come on. Yes, come on. Bogey. Never celebrated a bogey so much in my life. Brilliant. Right, let's go to the next hole, see if we can continue this little bit of run of form. .148, yeah. Right, 148. It's about a 7-iron for me, stood the wrong way. Okay, so pretty important I hit this green or get really close to it anyway, because it is tight up there. It's a small green, a very narrow green even. It's very long but narrow. Now I want to try and get some better shots because I'm disappointed so far with the striking I've hit. I've not really struck one yet, although I've got away with a bogey on the last. Come on, come on. Right, I'm going to aim at the left bunker. I'm just going to allow my little apparently natural draw to bring the ball back. Ball position in the centre, set myself up parallel. Come on. Ah. Right, I'm good. I've gone right. It's gone a good bit right. I've cleared these little trees on the right hand side, or big trees even. I've managed to finish on the tee of the next hole, so if I can find a little shortcut onto the green to avoid the bunkers, chip on 2 putts, I'll run away with my bogey very quickly. Or even, oh, I'm devastated. I was hitting the ball so well on the driving range, you won't even believe me. So let's see if we can get up and down, or even get up and down in 3 or 4, shall we? Okay, so got my ball, just past the teeing area here. that is what I'm faced with. So if I zoom in on the flag, I've got two options. I can knock a cheeky little one through there, drop it onto the green. Probably something I'd think about if I was going comfortable. But I'm going to knock it into there, roll it on, and give myself a really long distance 2-putt. It's going to be hard from there, to be honest. But my tee shot didn't exactly set me up in a blaze of glory, did it? I'm going to go with a little pitching wedge, keeping the ball relatively low. Honestly, a big part of me wants to go thread it between the two bunkers. Got to really control myself to stop that happening, just to say, you know what, you're not ready for that yet. One step at a time. So I'm going to try and get a decent strike on this. If I can squirt it past the left side of that bunker, that would be incredible. But I'm not really even confident about hitting the green, to be honest, so I've got to try and do that first. So I've got it lined up, that's comfy. I've got a bit of the right, got a case of the rights, haven't I? Go on, firm wrists, get the body going back and through. Struck it well. Sit, 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 sit. Okay, not bad. It's just rolled up the, decent strike actually, just rolled up the bank of the bunker there. Just see the ball. So I'll have that 2-putt for my bogey. Okay, so here's the result of my chip shot. Not bad, I got a bloody hard putt though. So let's see if we can see if I can hit a good one. Right, it's important to get my line and pace on this. The ball will definitely move from right to left. It's kind of coming down the back of this slope, shaping round towards the right hand side. So I've hit a relatively good chip. I did just flirt with that bunker, which was very brave of me, and thankfully the strike was good enough to get me in this situation. So I'm going to allow for plenty of left to right. I know I shouldn't have done that for those rules officials out there. Give me a break. Okay, so we're going to go out towards this left hand side. Come on, pick a line, get the pace, give me the pace. God, it looks so weird looking at that flag. A little pacey. It's a bit pacey, wasn't it? I actually don't think my line was too bad. It's finished behind the hole, so I've got a little slippery downhiller to come now, which wasn't what the doctor ordered. Right, come on. Right to left. Very slow down the hill. Hit it very slow down the hill. Oh, what a second putt. Oh, I am a little bit shocked. Okay, bogey start. This is becoming quite nice. I'm kind of enjoying this left-handed malarkey. So bogey start. I'm not gonna lie, I think I've struck one good shot, and that was the chip shot. That was my second shot just then on the par 3. It's not been fantastic, but I set myself a target of beating 6 over for the 3 holes, and genuinely through course management, I think I've done that. Well, I'm doing that. God knows what could happen on the par 5, but it's not through good golf. You've seen that. It's definitely not through good golf. It's genuinely through from taking the correct decisions over the ball. I've thought long and hard about the decisions we're going to make. So I'm on my 3rd hole now, but if I look back to the shot I just took, you'll see that I was around about here and I chipped it to this left side of this bunker. Now, the normal play, you'd want to try and knock it through there and get it as close as you possibly can, but knocking it to the left hand side of the bunker put me onto the green, or pretty much onto the apron, and it allowed me to have a 2-putt. Now my first putt, let's be fair, wasn't amazing. Thankfully my second putt was. So that's what gave me the bogey. So now we're on the 7th hole, which is my third. Just looking at the tee marker there, I'm not on ladies because here's the yellow stakes. So it's a par 5. From this point it's 448 yards. And guys, I am going to treat you to the driver. I've got the Nike Vapor, but let's be fair, I don't think that matters. Right, so yeah, I've got the Nike Vapor. I've got the stiff shaft in it. Genuinely don't really think that's relevant whatsoever at all at the moment. All I need to know is that there's a big golf club on the end of a shaft, and I need to make contact with it. That's all I'm looking to do. So please give me a strike. I've had a case of the right, so I'm actually going to aim this a little bit down the left-hand side. It's something I need to work on in the driving range to stop that. It's not really for a golf course environment. That wasn't good. Came out really, really low. I'm going to have another one. Right, so that wasn't fantastic. I'm going to give myself another go. I'm going to play with my first ball. My first ball's okay. It just came out really, really low and probably just about made that first edge of the fairway. So let's see if I can get a bit of height on this one. Oh, I struck it as well. Damn it, just blocked it. That's for practice. Don't do that on the golf course. I've been allowed to. Second ball, got the height, got the strike, blocked it out of bounds. But thankfully my first shot is it's in the rough. Could have got me pitching wedge further. It's really caught this long grass in front of the tee. Not the long stuff, just this stuff here. It's kind of caught it up. So I'll be taking my next shot from the front edge of the fairway. So try and chip up, try and get onto the green for 5 shots. And if I can make a 1 putt, great. 2 putt for double, and 4 over. One thing I will obviously mention is don't always think ahead. I'm getting a bit carried away here. I'm 2 over par and absolutely loving life right now. So I'll see you on the second shot. Let's see if we can improve from this drive. But I was encouraged, still a bit of encouragement in there. Right guys, here's the result of my tee shot. It's kind of lucky and unlucky, I suppose. I feel unlucky that I've not struck the ball very well, obviously. I've not kept it in the fairway, which is over there. And the start of the fairway is only just about there. So it's not the biggest drive in the world at all. Tee's come from there, so I've just about cleared the reeds here, and I've managed to, suppose I can say I got lucky. So what I'm looking to try and do now is just get the ball back into play, and I've just got a little 9-iron in my hand, and I want to just hit this ball with a bit of height, just not trying to lay into it. Just want to make sure that I get a decent enough strike, get some decent accuracy back into play, and then I can play the hole from there. I'm aiming to hit the green in 4 here. This is shot 2, obviously. Just check the ball position. I'm going to play army golf today. Wow. Okay, so I've kind of pushed it straight across the fairway to the other trees. It's hit the trees and it's gone on the fairway on the other side. Oh, guys, are you feeling my pain right now? Because I'm certainly feeling a bit painful. I'm really struggling with the pulls. I'm really pulling these balls a long way to the right hand side. The club face is a long way, is massively closed at impact. And on the next shot, I'm actually going to consciously try and just make a slight adjustment to my grip, because I think you can only persevere with it for so long. You need to try and make that adjustment. Thankfully, I know what the adjustment is that I need to make, so I will be making it on the next shot. But that was poor. That wasn't good. I'm aiming now to hit the green in 5, 2 putts for double, and get away from this little 3-hole vlog, 4 over par. See how we get on, shall we? Okay guys, so this is where my second shot ended up. Kind of clunked onto them trees, and it looked like it kind of went into the fairway. I kind of wish it did now, but it's not quite made it. So I've got a tiny gap, which doesn't fill me with a whole lot of confidence, but that's where I'm aiming to go. If I can thread this through, all I'm trying to do at the moment is just get this ball back onto the fairway, and I'm really struggling to do so, which is frustrating. So I can just get this 7-iron pitching through the trees, get back into play. progress on from there. It shouldn't be too bad. Right, so that tee shot really put me in a lot of trouble. It made the hole really difficult for me. So I'm not ready for the driver yet. I'm just not. I can get a decent couple of strikes going, but I just can't keep the ball straight enough just yet. Anyway, back onto the field of play. I've got a 6-iron in my hand. I've probably got around about 200 yards left to the flag, so I'm not anywhere near the thing yet. And this is already my 4th shot, so I need to get this one progressing at least 150 so I can chip it on. Ah, it's disappointing again. This has been very, very frustrating. I've probably chunked it about 100 yards. All that talk of thinning it. Chunked it about 100 yards, probably got about 120 in, so I should, or probably less than that, probably about 100 yards in, so I should get the, I should be able to get my wedge onto the green 2-putt, run away with my 7, and I'll take 4 over if I can finish at 4 over. Right, so here's my 4th shot on this par 5 down here at Flixton Golf Club. Got about just over 100 yards. I think the flag's towards the back edge of the green, so it's probably playing around about 110, 120. Anywhere on the green will be good. If I can get it on the green in 2 putts, I'll be pretty happy. I need to get a little bit of rhythm back. I've just got a little bit snatchy, it feels. It's not really the ebb and flow of what I'm capable of on the driving range. Ask Rick Shields, I was ripping it before I came out. Well, I was ripping it 1 in every 5 shots, but still. Okay. Come on, get a bit of rhythm. Keep the club on plane. Keep the hands solid through impact. Better, a little toey. It's on the green anyway. Yep, it's just made the front edge, so I'm about 6 foot onto the green. Flag's at the back, so it's going to be a really, really difficult 2-putt. Still a little bit off the toe again. And again, when I see a lot of clubs, the ball coming off the toe of the club, I start to think that I've come too much from the inside. So I've come in from too shallow again. So certainly food for thought. I'm going to write down a couple of notes on today, and then when I get down to the driving range and I practice again, I know exactly what I'm going to be focusing on. All right, guys. So I am about to take my sixth shot of the hole. 2 putts will get me a 7, which is obviously a double bogey. My first 2 holes have gone bogey, bogey, and finishing on a double, I'll be 4 over for the 3 holes, which I think will be quite good. I'll be quite happy with that. Over the course of 18, I think I could throw in a par. So if I'm keeping my scores at a maximum double bogey and they're not happening too often, I'm certainly in long term going to be on for breaking that 90. But I've got to be honest, these 3 holes have exhausted me. Mentally and physically, I am shattered. So guys, anyone that's out there that's trying to break 90, the same as what I'm trying to do at the moment, I can relate to you. Hopefully you can relate to me a little bit as well. Granted that obviously this is my job, this is my profession, so in terms of the knowledge I have for the game, the knowledge I have for the swing, I'm probably a little bit further ahead. I'm probably quite a lot further ahead, but it's still making the body do what the brain wants it to do. And we all know that if you go for lessons, there's something that you're trying to work on. You know where the club should be. In slow motion, you know how to get there, but over a golf ball, implode. We don't know, we can't do it. So that's where repetition and practice comes in, and that's the importance of coming down to the driving range, getting some practice balls, working on the correct fundamentals that you can take onto the golf course. Anyway, enough of this for the moment. We've got a bogey putt to contend with. Now, if this goes in, you're going to see some serious celebrations. All right, I'm on my own here. That's even weirder. But if this goes in, it could be special. I'm going to leave the flag in. So if it does go in, don't penalise me 2 shots. I'm going to leave the flag in because I've got no one to tend it. I'm on my own today. This is making life even harder. Right, so I'm going to give the ball a quick mark, repair it, put it into a decent enough position. Ball landed a good bit short of the green and bounced on due to the fact that I caught it so heavy, so there's no pitch mark to repair. Right, I'm looking at this and I'm seeing a little bit of left to right, which is a left-hander is nice. The than it would be for a right-hander. The hardest thing for me so far has just been looking down at the ball. It feels so weird to look down at the ball than to my right-hand side along the line of the putt. That was quite a strange feeling, actually. But if I like the look of this putter, if I can just get a decent roll on this, get this ball finishing relatively close to my target. I used to play as a junior, bin lid, they used to say to me, get it inside the bin lid. Wide. I got the pace perfect as well. Pace was perfect. Right. Hope you can still see that. I may have actually hit it a bit too wide. It wasn't the greatest. Oh my God. Come on. This for a 4 over par, 3 holes. Looks relatively straight. Pick my spot. I'm joking. Oh, it's annoying. Right, triple bogey. Now, let's be fair, that was coming. I think I've all the way down the par 5 there, 450 yards I think it was in the end. I did hit a good shot, and 8 is probably something. 8 is what I deserved. Tee shot was a little P roll, just a bit. I mean, I could have got it. I was probably another a yard left from actually getting it lost. Second shot was poor. Third shot was not good enough. Fourth shot was poor. Oh, I'm gutted about that actually. I've kind of felt like I kind of got away with it almost, but that's the one where you can look at these few holes. I really just did get away with it. I didn't strike the ball very well at all on over the 3 holes, but I think what I did, I managed to score well. First hole, I scored well. I didn't hit the ball too good. I got it onto the green. I got my 2 putts. Second hole, I got my second shot onto the green, 2 putted for my bogey. So I managed to make my course management work for me, even when I wasn't playing bad. And that's something you can take onto the golf course. Make the right decisions and you can score better than how you play. And that's the most important thing about golf. It's about how we score. Car doesn't paint pictures, all those cliches. So finished quite poorly, but I'm taking heart from this. I'm going to go to the range. I'm going to practice on a few bits that I feel like I need to work on. I'm going to come out bigger and stronger next time. Guys, I hope you've enjoyed this vlog. It's been really fun actually for myself to film it. It's been really fun, hopefully for you to see, and obviously for me to relate to you and you to relate to me a little bit more on the golf course. Guys, follow me on my social media. It's free to subscribe to my channel, so please subscribe. Keep giving you loads of updated tips, vlogs, challenges, everything that we can do to make this game better. But guys, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you again soon. Over and out. Okay, that was, wow.